when I say the government needs to control our borders. We have uncontrolled mass immigration to this country. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of young fighting age men every day coming to a community near you if this doesn't stop, and we have to get this hotel closed.
What kind of message does it send if it only takes 9 to 8 days for someone to commit a sexual assault, having come from where, Ethiopia was it? I mean, what kind of message does that send to every other hotel across the country?
Well, of course, we need to let that trial do its thing. I'm not going to comment on that specific, but what we do know is that people that come into this country illegally, they do commit offences, including crimes like sexual assault. We know, for example, Afghans are statistically most likely to commit those offences, and we've just had the wholesale importation of them secretly. But what is more important is that we know there's a direct correlation between illegal immigration and crime in communities like Epping, and that has got to stop.
Yeah, but how do you feel that this man was an Ethiopian, so he doesn't really fit the mould if you look at the sexual assaults? You know, Afghanistan, Eritreans are up there, but not Ethiopians. So how do you know who's going to commit these crimes, right? If you're going to base off nationalities and ethnicities.
How many from the UK do it? Yeah. That's the answer to the question, isn't it? Do people from the UK behave like that? Are people from the UK brought up to behave like that? And I'm not saying that anyone that's not from the UK is brought up to do other things, but Britain has its own culture, England has its own culture, and people in this country are brought up a certain way and behave a certain way. Other cultures are not compatible with this country, and that is clear from the way some people behave. But also, this is what happens when people fail to do integration. Now, immigration as a whole has done great things for this country. It has never built this country, but it's done great things for this country. And we all know that. We see second, third generation immigrants here today protesting because their families came here and contributed and helped make this country better. Not come to this country to take the mick, to fleece the taxpayer, to fleece the British people, because we're over generous and we're a soft touch, and no government, previous or current, has ever taken a stance to stop that. And the only way people feel they can get listened to is to protest, because no one else is listening. People write to their MPs, people write to the Home Office, people write to the council. Where are the other politicians here listening to people? Why am I the only councillor here today? There are loads of councillors that represent this very patch of the planet. Where are they? Why are they not here? Why are they not here? Why does it have to take a neighbouring councillor to come and listen to concerned residents? Because they don't care. They do not care, because if they cared, they'd be here.
Obviously, they've got this fencing just here to make sure people don't go into the Bell Hotel. You can imagine how angry a lot of these people are. You know, this is a local community where sexual assault happened, as well as that arson from another migrant who got moved here as well. They really don't know who is actually in this hotel at all.
All you're doing is protecting it all. You're on the wrong side of it.
A lot of people